All right, so first off, ignore the baby toys, the Nintendo Switch, and all the other clutter in the background here. It's late and we don't want to wake anybody up. So let me show you my example problem that I have here. I have 23 times 62 hundredths. So what I did first off is I estimated. I said 23 is about 20 and 62 hundredths is about 6/10. So I multiplied that and I ended up getting about 12 because I know 6/10 is about half. 6 out of 10 is close to 5 out of 10, which is half. So I figure half of 20 has to be 10. So my answer's got to be somewhere around 10. And I know 12 is about 10. So that's why I put my decimal here. So I went and I actually did my problem here. I've got my partial products here. And I ended up getting an answer of 14 and 26 hundredths. And as I had said before, I know I've got 23 as my one factor. Wow, that's hard to see sometimes. There we go. 23 is my one factor. And my other factor is 62 hundredths. Like I said, I know that 62 hundredths is kind of close to half, 50 hundredths, 50 out of 100 or 5 out of 10. And because of that, I figure half of 20, it's about 10. So my answer's got to be somewhere close to 10. So I figured that 14 is close to 10. So that's why I put the decimal here. And I got an answer. I got a product of 14 and 26 hundredths. So that's my explanation and my reasoning for that particular answer. Make sure you do the same in yours. Something else I forgot to add. As I was figuring this out, I noticed my first, factor is 23, and I'm multiplying by a number that is less than 1. So that immediately lets me know that my answer has to be less than 23, because I don't want all 23 of that. I only want 62 hundredths of that. So because it's less than 1, my product has to be less than 23. Okay, one more example that I want to take a look at. So we have the problem, we have 14 times 3 and 2/10. So first thing I did was I estimated. I said 14 is about 15. 15 is a compatible number. It's easy to work with. And 3 and 2/10 is about 3. So I know that 2 15s is 30, 3 15s is 45. So my answer's got to be somewhere around 45. Also, now if I look at my actual problem, I know that I've got a 14. Sorry for that glare, guys. I've got a 14 and 3.2. Now 3.2 is more than 1, so I know my answer has to be bigger than 14. So I figure out my partial products, and I get an answer of 448. Now from my estimation, I know that my answer has to be close to 45. So I figure the only place that I can put my decimal and make it reasonable is between the 4 and the 8 here. So my reasonable answer is 44 and 8/10.